So, also, before I forget, I wanted to make a disclaimer about, I mentioned last week the Ayn Rand, Ayn Rand, and the book that I had just started reading, which is called The Virtue of Selfishness. Someone brought it to my attention that Ayn Rand is sometimes quoted by people who are in politics in the far right, like far right extremist, use her some of her stuff as like ammunition for what they want to say and believe and how they think the government should be run. But so here's my disclaimer. I just found out about Ayn Rand, and I just started reading about her and listening to this book. So far, actually, I honestly still really, really love the book. There is so much that I relate to and make sense to me in my world and my experiences. And basically kind of just how, as humans, we are wired to care for ourselves and our own good first. And how when somebody else kind of steps into the power of taking that away from you and making you feel like you are not a good person and you shouldn't be trustworthy and you're selfish if you take care of yourself, that's taking away the actual human need. So anyways, I'm not going to do it justice, but I do want to make that disclaimer that I don't know a lot about her, and I possibly don't believe in everything that she says. I don't know. I have a lot of learning to do. I am an avid learner, and I do not in any way claim to understand everything about her or what she says or does. So please don't take the things that I say as if I am a politician and I know what I'm talking about. Because I'm just learning, and when I find people that say things that really make sense to me and help my world to make sense better, I like them. And maybe I don't like everything she says. I don't know. I haven't read enough about her. But the things that I have read have really brought peace and understanding to me. So I am not going to ever probably discuss politics, mostly because I don't know a lot about them. I've been sheltered my whole life, but I do want to learn, and I'm trying to learn more. And I don't want to be a person that's just like this robot that just, believes everything she's told. So I'm really trying to dig into, oh my gosh, Sal just snored when she laid down like, there she is. Now she's full out sleeping. I don't want to, I'm not saying that I know everything, but I am really interested in learning more. And so that brings me back to what I want to talk about, which is the human brain today. Because here's the thing, people. I realized this recently. In learning about our brain, one of the things that I learned about, and I wrote about this on my blog, this post will be coming out tomorrow on biketotype.com, is about how our brains love actually like growing and learning and new things and new environments and like our brains crave this sort of thing. And in my blog post, I wrote about my bike into town. I took a different route into town. And in taking this new route, I decided to take a new route because I just felt kind of bored. You take the same bike route every week. So I was like, I want to change it up. So I took a new route, and it was invigorating to my whole body, my brain, my body, everything. I felt happier. I was noticing and taking in the change of scenery, and it was just awesome. And the true thing is that our brains, I did a little bit of research into it, is that like when we bring new experiences and change things up, change our routines up, it fires the neurons in our brain, and they start making new connections, and it makes us happier. It it's so beneficial to your well-being and elevates your mood. And it's actually like your health. It helps you to be a healthier, happier person. Like, how cool is that? Just by simply changing, like one of the things they said is you could drive a different route to work. It could be as simple as that. So there's these things with our brain that are so simple, but so powerful. We can be using them every day to enhance our lives, to make our lives better. And I am fucking all over that. I want to know as many of those things as possible, because we need that, right? There are so many things that can drag us down in life, that as much as this that I can learn and apply to my life, I'm going to, because it's invigorating, it's rejuvenating, it's refreshing. I think those all mean the same thing. So I was realizing, that your brain is malleable, right? So what that means is it can grow and change your whole life. It's capable of growing and changing all the way till you die. So with these brains that crave change and growth and learning and new environments and opportunities, like, I realize our brains are never meant to arrive. Okay, so it's interesting to me that the human tendency is to arrive. In other words, like, why am I still having to, learn to manage my emotions, or why am I still having trouble with my frustration? Like, I should have learned this by now. Or, as a parent, like, I've been a parent a long time. Why am I still struggling with being patient with my kids and taking the time that I need to? Fill in the blank, okay? We get frustrated because we're still learning. And then we look at it as like we slipped up, or we fell back, or we're doing really good in the area, and then we just have a really off day or a bad day, and we're hard on ourselves. But our brains were physically never meant to arrive. We're never meant to stop. Like, to get to a place where, now I know all the things. I've got everything in place. I got my feelings completely under control. I've been able to regulate every part of my body and my life. And I'm here. I've arrived, and now I'm just going to stay in this, place the rest of my life. That's not how we are wired. We are wired to always be growing and learning and changing. And so I found that really encouraging and empowering, because it's okay. It's okay that you're still learning and growing and having off days and days where, you got up and you did the things and it wasn't a great day, but you survived it. Like, it's okay. And it's okay to get up the next day and say, I'm going to try it. I'm okay. I'm going to try again. I kind of got off track yesterday. I'm going to get back on. Like, that's okay. That's how we're wired. We're literally wired to never arrive. So why are we expecting ourselves to perfect something? We're not wired for that type of perfection. When I think of perfect, I think the word perfect needs to relate to who you are, not what you accomplish and what you do and how good you do it, but who you are as a perfect. You are perfectly you, 100% wired intricately the way that you're wired. You're perfectly you. So I think we can let go of the need and the desire to arrive and to perfect something, and realize we are just always in this learning, growing state of mind. We don't graduate. Like, it's not like school where we get a certificate. Okay, now you are a human being and you have graduated as the perfect human being. No, like, we're still in school our whole lives. So there's that part of it that feels very empowering to me, because I can kind of let go of these huge and high expectations and I have of myself, and frustrations when I, don't have such a great day.